In the world of social media, trends come and go faster than you can watch them. Crazy dances, acting like a robot, and even bizarre stunts that would put Bear Grylls to shame. The internet is all about viral fame, and what better way than a quick hashtag challenge? But the world of viral fame isn't as glittery as it seems. It's dark, and sometimes even life-threatening. Welcome to the realm of dangerous internet challenges. If you thought eating the Tide Pod was bad, trust me, it gets way worse. This is a world where common sense takes a backseat. The more dangerous the dare, the higher the chances of getting viral. Because who needs logic when you can risk it all for a few fleeting seconds of fame? One such trend is Fairyflying. It's quite a popular trend on Twitter. The fairy-flying trend seems to be inspired by mythical creatures, levitating in the air like fairies. But the trend is less mythical and more dangerous than it seems. If you search fairy-flying, the videos may take you by shock. The videos are disturbing to say the least. All you can see are feet dangling. At first glance, it looks like suicide by hanging. Then if you look closely, you will see how the person is standing on something to mimic a flying action. The problem with the trend is, it doesn't come across as self-harm. Trying to mimic flying? What's wrong with that? But these videos could be triggering. Without context, a number of these videos look like people have hung themselves, and that is not the most comforting imagery. For those with mental health issues, it gets worse. In its most innocent form, the trend could lead to negative emotions, even suicidal ideation in some. We often mimic what we see, and that's the problem with these challenges. So what does TikTok say? The social media platform has a strict policy against content promoting suicide and self-harm. But that hasn't stopped this trend. These videos are garnering millions of views. Also, this isn't the first time. The fairy-flying trend joins a list of other concerning trends on TikTok. Many of them have depicted self-harm or risky behavior, all with the potential for harm or even death. Remember the Benadryl challenge? A 13-year-old boy died taking part in it. These challenges may seem harmless, but it is only good fun until someone gets hurt. And let's face it, they often do, all in the name of gaining a few thousand likes. In the parallel universe of social media, the more dangerous the trend, the more it captivates the masses. Who needs logic or foresight when you can trade it for internet stardom? Mundane activities barely make people go crazy. The more dangerous the activity is, the more buzz it creates. But have these trends gone overboard? How far can one go just to earn a digital pat on the back from faceless followers? As we navigate the perilous landscape of viral challenges, it's time to pause and reflect for a minute. You may want to levitate like a fairy, but that doesn't make the trend a harmless one. When it comes to internet fame, the price of admission is often too high. After all, TikTok trends may come and go, but well-being and safety should always be a constant priority. It's essential to remember that our lives are more than a series of dangerous stunts. So the idea is to prioritize safety and perhaps a dash of sanity in this mad quest for online validation.
Are you a love-struck daydreamer? Or a fan of your imagination? Then this bizarre phenomenon may not be such a stranger to you. Move aside, Cupid, because it's time for a journey to the sphere of romantic absurdity, aka the delusionship. It is a relationship, it is a delusion, a little of both actually. But if it sounds scary to you, don't fret. It is something we are all familiar with, but maybe with just another name. So what exactly is a delusionship? Let's hear the expert definition first. According to them, it is an infatuation with someone you don't have an established relationship with. Imagine this. You meet someone on the bus or see someone in the cafe. Your brain starts churning. You have daydreams about them, but they don't even know about your existence. That is a delusionship. It could be your neighbor, a barista, or even Ryan Reynolds. Forget swiping left or right on dating apps. Delusionship enthusiasts can simply close their eyes and visualize their dream date. There's no need for awkward first encounters or the getting to know you small talk. Sounds like paradise, doesn't it? Well, buckle up, because if you find yourself doing this too frequently, you are in the delusionship delirium. I know what many of you may be thinking. Doesn't that sound like a crush? Well, yes and no. Crushes are great. Who doesn't like a little swooning? But delusionships take it to another level. You look at love through rose-tinted glasses, so there can be no wrong. And when you start imagining a life with them, that's when you should hold your horses. Because let's be honest, the delusionship trend may seem like a whimsical escape from reality, but it's actually a symptom of a larger problem. A society that struggles with genuine human connections. It is a world of screen-induced isolation and growing emotional detachment. So the delusionship trend poses a question. Is embracing a relationship with an imaginary being the cure, or is it the symptom of a more profound problem? So before we dive too deep into delusionships, let's take a step back. A harmless crush sounds great, but let's not make an imaginary being our priority. Instead of opting for a mirage of love, let's cherish authentic connections. They can be flawed and all, but reality is quite the adventure too. After all, love is messy, unpredictable, and sometimes downright exasperating. But isn't that what makes it beautiful? Keeping it real may be worth the pain.
The internet is like a grand buffet of trends, and TikTok seems to have the most options. But this time, the popular app has served up a dish that's nothing short of mind-boggling. I'm talking about the Borax challenge. Yes, you heard it right. Amid countless cat videos, dance-offs, and recipe tutorials, some people on TikTok are consuming Borax, the household cleaner used to tackle laundry stains. Now, Borax is hardly a new discovery. It's been used for years as household cleaner, as laundry detergent, and some amount of borax is also present in toothpaste. But that's negligible. However, TikTok seems to have given the humble Borax new fame, courtesy the hashtag Borax challenge. So what is this challenge about? TikTokers say add a pinch of borax to a glass of water. According to them, it helps cure health conditions like kidney stones. Others recommend bathing in borax. This, they say, will make your skin glow. Now, if you're tempted after hearing this, hold your horses for a minute. These are all claims. There's no evidence to support it. But what there is evidence for is the harmful effects of borax. If breathed in, borax can cause irritation in the eyes, skin, and the upper respiratory system. It can also cause dermatitis, nosebleeds, coughing, and difficulty breathing. In the United States, borax is banned from food products. But on TikTok, it's the new hot seller. The hashtag Borax challenge has more than 34 million views, and it's only growing. The challenge has now even spread to Facebook. Some people are calling it the Tide Pod challenge for boomers. So what does TikTok have to say? TikTok doesn't believe drinking borax is a trend on their platform. It says the majority of the videos are trying to debunk it. But after increased media attention, TikTok has started removing some videos. They were either taken down by the creator or by TikTok moderators. But this challenge is part of a bigger trend: health misinformation on apps like TikTok. Remember the snake oil and miracle cure peddlers? This is the internet's version of it. There was Sleepy Chicken, which involved cooking chicken in cough syrup. Then there was Healthy Coke, adding balsamic vinegar to your fizzy drink. And I'm sure all of you remember the Tide Pods. those green and blue pods that everyone was popping like candy. But even as we slam these trends, there's a reason why these are popular. It's not just the participants, it's also the audience. These videos are a sobering reminder of how social media is shaping our behavior. We're living in a dangerous era where common sense seems to be in short supply and the line between reality and online fantasy is being blurred. So, if this is the future of gastronomy, then humanity's taste buds are in for a wild ride. But irony aside, the Borax challenge is more than just a quirky trend. It's a cautionary tale. This is a world where social media influence reigns supreme. So it's hardly surprising that people would put their health at risk for a shot at virtual fame. But really, eating borax, the same substance that warns us not to ingest it on every label, one can't help but wonder, have we really lost our appetite for common sense in this banquet of internet trends? Do you want to travel back in time, become younger? Forget time machines and teleportation. The best time traveler device is this sleek syringe. Introducing Botox, the ultimate elixir for those who want to freeze-frame their charm, one perfectly Botox wrinkle at a time. Botox has always been popular among women, because how else would they keep up with society's unnatural beauty standards? But it looks like Botox has now found a new fan base: men. The era of Botox, or shall I say Brotox, is here. And it's here to stay. Gone are the days of secretly dabbing on anti-aging creams or trying to camouflage those pesky lines with facial hair. The men of today have cracked the code. They know flawless skin comes from a Botox practitioner, and a steady hand can turn back the clock faster than ever. The amount of money that men spend on Botox has risen 400% since 2000. In 2020 alone, at least 265,000 men got a Botox procedure. That's a lot. Women still get Botox injections far more often than men, but men are slowly catching up. So, what explains this sudden interest? Well, it looks like patriarchy got tired of telling women they're not beautiful, so the next target was men. The other reason could be the idols they worship. Look at any actor or sports star. Brad Pitt, George Clooney, David Beckham. They may have aged, but their skin is flawless. So, men want that too. Some are even looking at Barbie's Ken as an example, because what screams eternal beauty more than a lifeless doll, right? And let's not forget the most crucial aspect of Botox, its contribution to the betterment of mankind. Think about it. Imagine the boost to self-esteem, a camaraderie born out of a love for facial perfection. World peace may finally be within our grasp, thanks to a shared love for smooth, flawless skin. To most men, it's about matching their physical appearance with how they feel on the inside. But if a wrinkle is stealing your sleep or affecting your self-confidence, we would say ignore it. True beauty comes from within. But this isn't the ideal world. And often, beauty doesn't come from within. It comes from a Botox needle. So, in the Botox era, aging gracefully is passé. It's all about aging gracefully with a little chemical assistance.